Hey, welcome back to Reputation at Stake. I'm Pep.
I'm Fisher.
And this is our 23-week update, I think.
24.
Oh, is it 24?
I think last week was 23.
Okay. Well, it's 20-something.
Yeah.
So anyways, the holidays are upon us, not the rest of this week, but the following week is Thanksgiving. And this is when life really picks up for us because we have Thanksgiving and then we have our wedding anniversary, which is 25 years this year.
Yes.
My birthday, which is very important, and Christmas.
Yes.
No one else really matters during this time. No, I'm kidding.
Stuff at once.
Yeah, all at once. So I see a lot of other YouTubers are doing what are your plans for the holiday and how are you going to stay on plan for the holiday and all that fun stuff. So we're actually going, I guess, to like non-carnivore lovers. They love all the stuff and things. And so that's our plans, is to go spend time with family. And then, before I even go there, I have my office party coming, and that will definitely be full of all the stuff and things.
Yeah.
But at our office party, I think we kind of do like a potluck, and so I asked our office manager, I said, what should I bring? And she said, oh, could you bring drinks, soda? I'm thinking, crap, I haven't bought like real soda in years, like besides bubbly.
Yeah.
We just don't buy that kind of stuff. So it felt really weird putting like Pepsi and Coke and that kind of stuff in the shopping cart. And then knowing that you're literally giving poison to your friends and coworkers for, Thanksgiving.
That's a perspective.
It is a perspective. So, but I also included bubbly so they can have their free choice. And I won't stand there and judge people as they take their drinks. So what Randy and I have discovered when people are doing get in line and grab your food type thing, if you're fasting and you decide you're not going to eat that day, just get in line, grab a plate, put some food on it, walk around and make your small talk, sit somewhere and eat with people. Push your food around on your plate. Hardly anyone will notice if you don't actually take a bite. If you are staying carnivore and you go to a group thing and you don't really want to tell people that you're only eating meat, go ahead and put everything on your plate. You don't have to get huge amounts and waste your food, okay? Just get small amounts, like a little bit of potato, a little bit of this, and then get majority meat. Eat your meat and throw the rest away and just say, oh, I didn't care for that.
Yeah.
It wasn't my favorite. Or if you know that they made it, just say, oh, I was waiting for something else, and then they'll get distracted and you can throw it away. You don't have to actually lie, but you don't have to eat that food. And I've experimented with my office to see if people would notice. Now, I'm very open. We're doing a YouTube video and I'm telling people about the YouTube video. So I'm very, very, very open about the fact that I am doing the carnivore diet. But there are some people, they just don't care what you're doing. And I've, just kind of experimented. Are they noticing that I'm only eating meat and what's the general outcome? Nobody has ever said anything or noticed. So there's my tip, how to navigate family dinners and social whatever, just get whatever you're going to get and then eat whatever you're going to eat and then throw the rest away. Like if you're staying carnivore and your family's really anti-carnivore, just put food on your plate, people. It won't kill you.
Yeah.
And you don't have to eat it.
Yeah. The takeaway is to not be like overbearing. Well, I'm on the carnivore diet and
I'm so special and cater to me.
Yeah. Like it kind of puts people at a distance and it disconnects you in a way.
Yeah.
And the goal is not to disconnect. The goal is to try to like encourage. If someone's interested in carnivore,
like wow, you've lost so much weight, or you're really moving around better, and you want to share that, then that's your.
You're in.
I totally would get a carnivore shirt, like especially the more weight I lose, I would totally ask me about carnivore, right. That's my personality.
Yeah,
and not everyone is like that. So that's my tip. So speaking of that, what's your plans for Thanksgiving? Are you going to stay super strict, or is something going to wander on your plate and have a snack accident?
I think I'm gonna let that be kind of open this year because if I see something really delicious, I might want to go ahead and try it. It's once a year. I'm on the diet. I totally believe in carnivore, but it's not like I'm allergic to, to
Right.
try,
Yeah.
people's home cooking. And I want to partake, and I want to make people feel good about any food that they make. So I'm gonna leave myself sort of a buffer to say that I might go ahead and do that, but yeah, that's not the standard at all.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's just something I'm thinking about.
That's cool.
But yeah, what about you?
I'm gonna wait and see what the food looks like and then make my decision then. In previous years I've managed to stick pretty much on plan. So
Yeah.
I mean I would even eat ahead of time, put some food on my plate to talk to people. So but I'm different than other people, so
Yeah, it's tricky because I have found that whenever I make something
black or white,
like so strict that it's like you're being punished, then I don't know, there's this weird, you have to have this balance. You know?
I think more because I have dire consequences
Oh yeah.
to eating the wrong stuff.
Inflammation.
And inflammation's really, really, really bad for me. So, and just on the inflammation point, I've been watching Justin Rhodes. He does homesteading, and he's had Lyme's disease and other issues. Sorry about all the dog noise. We have a dog drinking water and the other dog shaking her collar. And anyways, he's been doing like carnivore. I think he did super clean carnivore for a long time. And then he did dirty carnivore. And then he would just have desserts once a week because his daughter is always baking stuff. And they use like pure organic, all the stuff and things, they don't do anything per se bad,
Right.
And so anyways, he just went to the doctors. Feel free to check out his channel if you want, but he just went to the doctors and they can't find out why his body's still throwing inflammation, even though he's been mostly carnivore. And I get a little bit heartsick because I really believe that carnivore is the way to go. Carnivore cures so many things. There was another YouTuber, I can't remember. I think it was Homestead How, and he had a doctor on there, and they actually helped reverse dementia. They had someone who was headed in proven dementia. It wasn't like amnesia or something. It was true dementia.
Wow.
They had the brain scans and everything. They got him 100% high-fat carnivore. And this person, I hope if you hear heavy breathing, it's the dog. It's not me. It's Dassa.
She got some dog breath today.
Is she showing up at all?
Oh, she ate cat food.
Oh, she had cat food. She wants to come
It's
be
delicious.
on screen. So anyways, it reversed dementia. And I love the fact that we're seeing stuff cured, but for me, I'm a little bit scared that this won't cure whatever's causing inflammation, and I might have to go another route. First, I'm just going to worry about getting the weight off and that kind of stuff. But yeah, so that's two like one exciting thing about carnivore, it cured dementia, like proven dementia with a doctor.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and then my concern is even if you do everything right, will it cure inflammation? Now, again, Justin Rhodes did go a little bit off kilter by having snacks from his kids, and they were, it wasn't with regular wheat flour and that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah.
anyways, so navigating the holidays. I got my list here on my phone instead of my iPad. Yeah, so office party, birthday, I covered all that. And my tip, yeah. So I think that's all I have. Oh, I forgot. So we've been experimenting with food, and did we do a cook-along thing? What did we do the last cook-along thing with?
Are you talking about the one we filmed?
Yes. What was that?
So
I don't remember.
So last week we had a video, an update.
Yeah.
And we had
How to cook something.
She cooked pork loin, tenderloin.
Did I do that on screen?
And we filmed it.
Yes.
And we also put a link in the last video to it. I did it in post, and she might have missed that part.
Yeah.
Because,
So yeah, we've added pork to our diet.
Yeah.
Haven't noticed any bad consequences, except for it tends to be more lean.
Tenderloin is amazing.
Tenderloin is good. Now, I also did a pan fry medallion tenderloin versus baked in the oven tenderloin. And all three of us preferred the pan seared tenderloin over the baked
Okay.
tenderloin. So that was kind of cool. And then I might try and do another cook with me. Well, there's 2 more cook with me videos I want to do. Our new favorite meatloaf, I don't think you got any, but Mom and I got, is a I saw a recipe for someone doing meatballs, and I thought this is great. It was Laura Spath, her meatball recipe. And I thought this was great because I don't normally stick bacon in the meatloaf because bacon doesn't always crisp up, and I prefer crispy bacon. It also can make your meatloaf too salty. But I risked it. I went ahead and I made bacon and chopped it up in reasonable sized chunks, mixed it with my hamburger egg. I pulverized the pork rinds in a blender so that they were totally smushy and very fine. And then you do a layer of your meat mixture, and then I took the Manchego, is that how you say it, cheese, which is a sheep's cheese that we all are liking. It's kind of sharp, but not sharp cheddar sharp.
Yeah.
It also has a very nutty flavor. It also doesn't get super melty. Because what happened with Laura Spath's recipe is she had us use shredded cheese, and when you cook the shredded cheese, all the cheese just cooks out of the meatloaf or the meatballs. So I put the Manchego cheese in the center of the pork, put another layer of meat on top, baked it in the oven until there's no pink inside, let it sit for a few minutes, and then I sliced it up. And my goodness, that meatloaf is probably the best I've ever made.
Oh, wow.
The best I've ever made.
That's exciting.
So I will sometime this week when I make it again, I will do a cook along with me because
Bacon cheeseburger meatloaf.
Yeah, it was really good. Now, and you really could turn that meatloaf into meatballs if you wanted to. The problem is there's 3 of us. Meatballs take about 10 minutes, and so in our air fryer, 10 minutes to cook in our air fryer. So that's 30 minutes of cooking and, taking out different people's meatball. I like one and done. Meatloaf is good, and the thing I like about the meatloaf is you get the crusty top, and then the inside is all tender, and I just like the balance of a meatloaf better than fried meatballs.
Okay.
The other recipe I'd like to cook for you all is our make-alike egg bites from Starbucks.
Oh, yeah.
I've figured out the recipe from that. I mean, you can find it on the internet, so if you want to go ahead and do that before I make the recipe, feel free. It turns out really, really good. We have a sous vide, which I've sous vide egg bites before, and that's delicious. But I have a muffin pan, and I plan on cooking it in the oven, baking them with a pot of water in there to help steam them. So fingers crossed that tastes just as good.
Is it the white ones or what's the other one? What kind are you making?
Like Starbucks.
They
so the
sell
whole
both.
egg.
Yeah, they sell both.
Oh, do they sell both?
The spinach, and they sell...
Oh, no, this will be bacon and the whole entire egg, and probably more egg yolks than egg white.
And Gruyere cheese.
And Gruyere cheese. And I might split it up, Gruyere cheese and the Manchego cheese, because I really like that. I hope I'm saying it right, guys. Feel free to correct me in the comments below. But anyways, you get this huge cheese wedge. I think it's made with raw sheep's milk.
Okay.
So I like any raw product I can get. So that's our update for this week. Oh, one last thing. Gosh, I've been a little bit chatty. I'm sorry. No, I've just noticed since Florida, I haven't been super on the ball about weighing myself. So before I went to Florida, I would weigh myself every single day. And whether it was the good, the bad, the ugly, and I just watched my weight. And since coming back from Florida, it doesn't seem that important anymore. And so I haven't been weighing myself. I have no idea what I've lost this week. So hopefully next week I'll maybe weigh, maybe do measurements, one or the other. I was just watching My Zero Carb Life before we filmed this, and she was talking about how to get back on plan when you failed. And she said if you don't want to weigh yourself, have something she calls honesty pants, which are pants that are kind of snug on you at this point in time in your life. And if they get snugger, there's a good possibility you're doing something wrong.
Oh.
And if they get looser, hey, you're probably doing something right. So if you're afraid of the scale or you're just not into weighing yourself, at least get yourself some honesty pants and put them on once a week and see where you're at when you're doing the diet.
And if you're in it for the long haul, I mean, weighing yourself every day, some of us like that, right? Because I have an app, you can see trending, but really the key is probably every 2 weeks, once a week, every 2 weeks, once a month. I mean, just trying to kind of stay on the diet and watch yourself change over time.
Yeah.
Right. So it's okay to not have to measure every day.
Yeah. And the scale's the worst way to measure weight loss anyways, because that's what everyone says. And it's true because you could be 2 sizes smaller and weigh the same amount just because your distribution of muscle, water weight, fat is completely different. So
Right.
it's the body's fascinating and this diet's interesting because one last thing. So again, I was watching Laura Spath.
Mm-hmm.
She's been carnivore for 5 years, and I don't know if she turned a new filter on, like if she was using StreamYard and turned that beauty filter on, or if she did something else. But when her video popped up, I actually thought she was a 20-year-old YouTuber I also watch that does like crafts and stuff and not a carnivore. So when she started talking about carnivore, I'm like, what? Because she looks so young, and I'm just noticing how age-defying carnivore tends to be. Like a lot of people who do carnivore long-term, they just start looking younger and younger and younger. Like even my mom, I think she, except for, none of the bruises clearing off her face from her fall a couple weeks ago, she's starting to look so much younger. Like she could easily pass for late 60s, early 70s and not her current age of 80 in her 80s, So,
Wow.
So just another little thing about carnivore is, hey, it makes you feel good, makes you look amazing. So feel free to pop in the question below is, what are you planning to do for Thanksgiving? Are you planning to stay on carnivore? Or do you think you might, have a snack accident? So either way, we love you. We wish you all the best.
And we'll catch you next week. God bless everybody.
God bless. Take care.